Hello, everybody. It's been quite a bit, hasn't it? Alright, so, check it. I'm gonna hit that Control R so we can start at the very beginning. Emergency! Zoop! We should have been exterminating Pokemon creatures. We just gotta shoot a big brain, it'll be funny. Anyway, welcome to Metroid Zero mission. So, like I said, hey-o everybody. I was just testing that file real quick just to make sure that everything was gonna run smoothly. Wasn't expecting that a Game Boy Advance game was gonna be giving me trouble, but better safe than sorry. So like I mentioned in the description, once Metroid Dread got announced, I kind of fell right back into the Metroid rabbit hole that I was huge into in middle school. So I decided that I wanted to go through all the mainline ones again. Excuse me. To refresh myself a bit. And, you know, you start at the beginning, so I started with Zero Mission, a remake of the first game. And also the one that I probably know the least about. I didn't care much for it the first time I played it. Thought it was a little boring. But now we're back. So we'll give it a fair shake. And hopefully have a good time with it. After all, what's the worst that could happen? It's a Metroid game. Now, why is it a so-called Zero? Is the first mission ever called a Zero mission? I don't think I've ever personally heard it referred to as such. Whoa, it's a Metroid. I think my big issue with this was, she's very fast. She falls very abruptly. Which felt a little off compared to, like, Metroid Fusion. Or maybe it didn't, and I just was always misthinking it. I'm not sure, but point being, we got the Morph Ball. That's how we make Metroid crawl. I wish we could... Hey, if Metroid can spin dash, this game would be cool. But we can't, so I hate it. Yep. That would be kind of a revolutionary, idea for an NES-era game. You have to go left to start out. Which is weird. Back then, they were all about going right. It was always right to progress. But why do you think that became the big thing? Why did going right become it? Left to right? Why didn't anything ever start right and go left? I remember, in, like, the late 2000s, there was, like, a big deal about platformers. Like, indie platformers whose revolutionary idea was, oh, guys, guess what? In this platformer, you go left. So, like, you'd get an entirely average platformer entirely centered on the fact that, like, your guy was, like, walking backwards. But other than that, it was just a regular platformer. You were just going left. Like, you were just playing, like, any other boring platformer, but now you got to go left. And I think even, like, then... people knew that that was kind of dumb. I remember there being kind of a pushback against it. If your sole idea is just like, haha, is not it weird that trope? Your parody has to be a little more interesting than just trope. IMO. Long beam. Ha, this beam doesn't seem that long to me. Anyway, now our beam is, the length it should be. It should beam, if you will. Ha ha ha. See, now we can crush all that stuff. That we couldn't do before. Oh, that we couldn't do before. See, isn't it cool? Look, it's a fun little tutorial to get you to engage with the game. Let's see. Map. Map-bappy-dap. I've been playing a lot of Metroid Prime 2 recently. I've been having a very fun time with that. Nothing we can do there. We'll keep that in mind for later, though. That's gonna be important. Oh, but I played a lot of Metroid Prime 2 recently because, you know, same concept. Playing the ones that I didn't really play a ton of during my, my big fascination. Like, Metroid Prime 2 is the only one I've never beaten. My god. Metroid Prime 2 is the only one I've never beaten. And I'm already kind of farther into it than I ever really remember getting, and I've only been playing it for, like, a night. Though I did already drop, like, 5 hours in one sitting. And I haven't done that in a game in a while. Usually that's just, like, RuneScape binges if I'm doing anything. I wonder if the whole reason for the whole morph ball, creating the idea of the morph ball, was just because animating crawling would have been difficult. That seems like one of those creative limitations. Like, I see that this is difficult. But what if we just created something that becomes synonymous with the series? Eek. An item? A little boy. Oh. I'll just ignore that. Sweet! Now we got missiles. Just sitting there. We gotta press some R and B to fire. I remember missiles usually being a bigger deal. I think it's nice that they just kind of let it happen. Oh, hell, friend. I remember this guy. I remember he gave me hell because I always had trouble with this. Because if you don't do it right the first time, you have to, like, yeah. If he leaves, you have to chase him around. And I remember that being annoying. When I'm just a little dude who's dumb. 13-year-old me did not have fine motor control. Unlike most humans that develop it from a young age, I developed it when I was 25. Plenty of save rooms, though. That's the big thing about Metroid Prime 2, man. It's like the save points are so few and far between there. And I'm not, like, worried about getting a game over. It's just that part of me is just like, well, what if I wanted to save and go to the bathroom more often? Or, like, play something else real quick. I feel like I'm kind of, like... I feel like I'm just kind of stuck with the game sometimes. It's very fun, but I don't want to have to backtrack every time I want to go accomplish another task. And that's an issue. Like, get me involved in your game, but don't make me feel trapped. Ah! Boys! The Hive. How would you feel if you were, like, sitting in your garden and then that Like, you just saw this, like, pulsating mass, and then, like, a bunch of, like, worms, or rather wasps, started flying out of it. Imagine if wasps' nests were, like, juicy. Like, that'd be the worst, right? Like, it's not, like... Like, it's not that it's enough that wasps are, already kind of unfortunate to be around. Damn. But then, like, you have to deal with, like, moist wasps. I refuse to believe that I had that much trouble with that thing. Well, there we go. And now we can charge. And unlike the Prime games, it doesn't absorb the items. I'm gonna talk about the Prime games a lot, because I friggin' love those things. It took a little, like, re-getting used to, because, like, I played the heck out of them before I really got into, like, modern first-person... Or I played... I don't think I've ever really gotten into them. But before I played any, like, modern first-person shooters. So having to get around to, like, not having twin sticks for my, a game that involves shooting in the first person is a little weird. Well, what... I will take that, thank you. What advantages would the moist armor provide? Do you think? Like, what do wet wasps, do that regular wasps can't? Because I don't think, like, wasps ever have to worry about, like, drying off in the desert, right? And again, I don't really know if any desert wasps exist. Rebuild nest faster. Well, how would a wet wasp do that any faster than a dry wasp? Okay, yeah, that one I believe. A slippery wasp is a harder target to swat. Well, if, like, the nests are, like, wet, then maybe a moist wasp, like, sweats the material onto the ground, and it builds up like a stalagmite! We did it! See, unlike other Metroid games where, like, you can only place, like, 3, they're, like, unlimited here, and that's really fun. God, getting missiles feels so good. Like, towards end game, it's like, whatever, because, like, you get so many missiles that you don't really know what to do with them. And, like, 5 doesn't, like, feel like all that much, but then, like, once you have, like... When you're starting out, you don't have that many missiles to go around. Having 5 more missiles is so wonderful. Eek! Stalagmites! It's like playing with your new toy, and then, like, the second you, like, get it out of the packaging, like, a bunch of wasps come out of it. I'm sure there's been, like, some time where, like, some kid was like, yay! My new Sony PlayStation device! And just, like, a shitload of ants just came, like, pouring out of it. Wasn't that where we had to go? I don't think there's anything we can do without, like... There's, like, some, like, upgrade where we get the ability to grip. We get that gorilla grip. Alright, do gorillas even have that good of a grip? I don't think the grip is what people, like, really, like, get hyped about gorillas for. But that might just be one man's foolish opinion. I would absolutely love, like, a life-sized Metroid plushie. That'd be fantastic. Well, that was less the grip and more the fact that what he was gripping. Which I guess you could make the case that that's the same thing. Well, gorillas aren't, like, really... Not rab. It's not like rab where gorillas are just the hypest thing for me. Gorillas are just big and they're strong. Like, if I saw a gorilla, I wouldn't be worried about how he would grip me. I'd be worried that he'd, like, punch me in the face. Like, they could... I don't know, maybe their grip would be the scariest part, because they could, like, grip you and rip you. So I don't know, maybe the grip is the scariest part of a gorilla. Kind of like with baboons, like they're... Actually, you know what? Yeah, the gorilla grip really is the hypest part of a gorilla. Like, me and my friend once were talking, like... Gorillas, like, don't know how to work out. Like, they don't have it, like, in their instinct to be like, okay, cool. You've placed dumbbells in front of me. Now I can use these to become stronger. But imagine a gorilla that did. Like, a full-power gorilla. Like, imagine what such a thing could accomplish. But yeah, but gorillas are already, like, naturally stronger. So imagine taking the natural strength of a gorilla and now enhancing it with the ability to just become, like, that powerful. Yeah. So imagine something that's already 20 times stronger than a human. Like... working out. Yeah, I'd need that gorilla grip ability. I'm just saying, what's, like, the strongest feat that you think a full-powered gorilla could do? My friends and I are convinced that the absolute strongest a gorilla could possibly be could stop an elephant from charging. Like, do you think that's too much, or do you think that's, like... Because that feels like something that a gorilla could feasibly do. At max power. To take an elephant going at full pelt and just stop it. Hey, since you're a biologist of some variety, maybe you can help. Full-powered gorillas, what's the most that they could do? Well, they'd stop... wait, do gorillas and elephants live in the same environment? Is a gorilla ever going to meet an elephant? Make a manga. I get it. Yeah. Ace is here, so we have marine gorillas. How would you feel if the gorilla's brain opened up and an eye came out and looked at you? Well, if you threw a gorilla in the hyperbolic time chamber, it would have to know that it could work out. Because otherwise you just have a gorilla that just experienced a year and a day. So now you just have a temporally, like a, yeah, temporally displaced gorilla. So, like, you've dealt, like... I don't know. I was gonna say you've dealt, like, mind damage to a gorilla. But I'm not even sure the gorilla would, like, realize if anything had happened to it. Because, like, gorillas don't have the ability to, like, understand what time is, right? Like, it would just be a year older. But would it get confused? Like, would it even realize anything had changed? What? Like, it would just... Like, all the gorilla would do would just be, like... understand that, like, his environment has changed. It'd be, like, the same concept, like, if you, like, just took it away for a year and then, like... You took a gorilla away for a year and then put it back. Beep. Ah. Yeah, oh, Jesus. Oh, fuck, what am I gonna do? There we go. Okay. I probably should have saved first, huh? Well, I'll just drop a state just in case. Yeah, because I don't have the gorilla grip. Nothing I can do without the grip there. Alright, what if the gorilla had its ability to grip taken away? What is a gorilla without its grip? What is a gripless gorilla... What are the challenges that a gripless gorilla will face in gorilla society? Well, no, that's a dripless gorilla. A gorilla without drip will just make Gintama. I said that to upset Ace. Ace comes in this chat. It's like, oh, hey, we're gonna have fun with our friends. And then they have their manga taste shat upon. Except Gintama's very fun. I like it. I think that's the power bomb. Leave me alone, leave me alone! Yo, gorilla with no grip! No, I'm lost. I don't know what I'm doing. I'm in situations where I need the ability to grip, but I lack the ability to grip. I'm the gorilla with no grip at the moment. Or do I have the ability? Is the grip a power-up? Yarn! Don't rabbit me. Evie, to be fair, I feel like that's gonna deal psychic damage to me. Yarn. You're rabbing at me. I am gonna cry about it. Dubs can be enjoyable. Some dubs are good. I'm not mistaken. I'm mistaken, and I'm dying. Am I just stuck? Hold up. That doesn't make sense. Yeah, I need the speed booster to get through that. That's not supposed to... That wouldn't make sense. Nintendo wouldn't do that. Yes, please backseat me. I know people don't want to sit here and just watch me not understand things. If you feel the need to help me, please do it. Wait. Well, can I get back out of here? I mean, that's the issue. That's why this game is crap, because it don't let me win immediately. There we go. I don't know why I was just having an issue getting to that. But, no, we found it. Don't worry, we're good. We are. Okay. The unknown item. That's horrible. Boop. Anyway, there are a few unknown items in the game that are just like the equivalent of, hey, we added things from earlier Metroid games, but we didn't know how to, put them into the main one, so now you just don't get to use them until later. It's fun, it's cool, it's definitely not annoying. I don't know, I feel like a lot of, like, Nintendo's, like, GBA remakes kinda had an issue with that. Like how Fire Red and Leaf Green didn't let you, Fire Red and Leaf Green didn't let you do things. Like, you couldn't use, like, certain evolutions. Hey, we got the Gorilla Grip! Finally. See? Now we can hang. Some soup broth sounds good. I was gonna make stew, and then I keep forgetting to, and I sure hope the meat is still good. I don't see a reason why it wouldn't be. Goggers. Gee Willikers, Goddard. Would you say that Jimmy Neutron had the least drip of any Nickelodeon protagonist? She does. That's just how strong her leg muscles are. Whee! Alright, now we can leave. Good mission. Wait, now he had way more... Rudy had game. I don't know why I'm defending the honor of fictional characters, really. I couldn't actually tell you if Rudy had game or not. Oh, wait, yeah, no, you're right, Oled. Timmy Turner is completely dripless. Yeah, that's not even a matter of less drip. Timmy Turner had no drip. Completely sauceless. What about that one fan theory that Danny Phantom was trans? I like that one a lot. I just think trans headcanons are neat. Now, do you think Timmy would have grown to have been yeah, Butch Hartman fucking sucks. But do you think the fairies, like, actively held Timmy back? Like, do you think he would have grown to be stronger without the fairies? Or do you think that they were just, like, giving him, like, too much power and he was unable to, like, handle things on his own merit? I was gonna make a fun little rhyme saying, hey, Danny is trans, and then I realized that that unfortunately sounded horrendously offensive and I shouldn't say it out loud. I forgot about the live-action movie. I feel like most people forgot about the live-action movie. What was it called? Like, Grow Up, Timmy Turner? What if it was Throw Up, Timmy Turner? Haha. And it was all about his emetophilia. Oh, fuck. Oh, fuck. Bad idea. Bad idea. Bad idea. There were two! I know the one with Drake Bell. What was the other one? Ice Beam! That came earlier than I thought it would. There were two sequels to the... What? This came way earlier than I remembered it. Hey. See, look, can you make yourself a little, thing? So you can access a new area. It's fun. It's cool. It's sauceful. They made a Christmas one with... Jiminy. I had no clue. I knew that the one existed, because I remember, like, people were making, like, a big stink about it. Like, haha, live action, silly. But I guess it did well enough where they wanted to make a sequel out of it. So was the live action movie good? And I mean, and you could say good for a Nickelodeon movie. Like, no one's gonna get offended if you have to qualify it, but... What, the Jimmy Timmy Power Hour? Damn it, did it again. Yeah, Drake Bell's actual name is Jared. Which makes like 3 different Jareds on the hook for like being a sex pest with... I was gonna say a sex pest. For just being fucking creepy and unfortunate with children. A little more than a pest. Kraid. There he is, the boy. Thanks for the drip, big boy. Well, no, you can name your kid Jared, just don't let them grow up to become sex offenders. I was gonna say, I thought Jared was a fine name at some point, but now I feel like it's just a little bit tainted, you know? Well, if his name was Braid, then he would be that one platformer where you move to the left or something that I talked about. Oh, no, you don't come in here till later. And you see, that's unfortunate, because I knew a Jared, and he was a wonderful guy. I've known exactly one Jared, and he was very nice. We went to the same daycare when we were in 4th grade. And he was so good at drawing. Like, dude was crazy good at drawing. Like, he would just watch, like, all the new cartoons, and then just imitate their style constantly, and then he could, like, do it from memory. Like, that's all he did in his spare time, is he just drew watched cartoons, drew them, and then was just super fucking good at art. And he was always fun to talk about cartoons with, because, you know, as a result of him watching that for, like, educational purposes, he just watched a lot of fucking cartoons, and he was fun to talk about stuff with. I lost track of him after elementary school, but then we got back in high school. He was part of the film festival that we would go to in my multimedia class every year. And he was still kind of doing, like, the same stuff. And then I've never heard of him since, so... I think his name's in the... Because 4th grade is, like, one of, like, the only yearbooks I have from public school. For some reason. Wasn't even a particularly memorable year, but... I have it, so... I could probably find him on Facebook, but... I don't know why I haven't tried. That's part of why I had such fond memories of cartoons in that era, is just because I had so many friends to talk to cartoons about with. It was nice. It's kind of a nice thing, or like you have like a big group full of people that all like the same stuff you do. It was entertaining. More obscure video games. Fun cartoons. Enjoy your dinner. Enjoy your dinner, Yarn. I don't know, I'd probably... Could you imagine, like, if they, like, made Harambe into a cartoon? Like, he was, like, a wisecracking, silly little monkey, and he would hang out with the, kid that he abducted. That probably wouldn't fly. Wait, no, that's just my gym partner is a monkey, isn't it? That show already exists. Sounds like a Kickstarter. I don't would you kickstart a cartoon based on the adventures of Harambe and Zoo Kid? Well, no, because you would just go Google My Gym Partner's a Monkey Season 1 English subs. Don't pay for things that already exist, kids. Oh, that's not what I meant to do. But I can't grip it. My gorilla grip. Torn to ashes. She made the foolish mistake of living. Ha. Fool. Well, that sounds fun, Hanyo. Well, you have a good time with that. Let's say, you're all the way down in Florida. That's going to be quite the drive. Unless you're flying. Still quite the flight from Florida. Fub. Florida does suck. I'm not a fan. It's very humid there. And humidity's bad even, I don't know. Disney would have been a lot more fun and tolerable if it wasn't so miserably hot and humid the whole time. And it's like, you ever know when you're like in the sun and you can already feel it frying your skin immediately? Where it's not just hot, but it's like blazingly bright. Can't believe Hanyu has finally embraced the found family trope. Godspeed, soldier. I think I need the high jump for that. Well, I've exhausted everything I can do here, so let's go back down to Norfair and see if that'll do it. Yeah, no, it's the worst. Florida has some cool things. But you could not pay me to live there. Especially because you'd just be wasting your money, because my house would just get destroyed by a hurricane in 4 seconds. Honestly, just... I don't know what my hopes are for Dread. No, Rondo's definitely not a game. Like, Aria of Souls? Or Aria of Sorrow? We're backtracking because I don't know what to do. I'm doing that old Metroidvania standby of I think I have an idea of where to go, so time to backtrack to find out if it was the right idea. No, I only got like a few minutes into Aria before I stopped playing, which I don't know why. Hey, bird! Take care of Hanyu, they're very important to the group. You got close to the end, too, Jiminy. I only got like a few minutes in just to test it out. I think, I don't know, if I get a Game Boy Advance emulator running on my 2DS XL, then I'll probably end up playing it through like that. Okay, so I want to head to the left. Evie, by all means, if you want a backseat game, do not be afraid. I know with you it comes from a good heart. A good heartful place. It's like Heartful Cry from Persona 3. That's what we call a rab-ference. A reference that Rab would make. Imagine just like you're sitting in your apartment complex and then someone... Oh, it's just a missile expansion. Oh, that'd do it. Where was said machine? Oh, the one that I got stuck. That makes sense. I should have just tried poking around more, huh? Oh, we got missiles out of it. Time spent getting expansions from your missiles, or it's not time spent wasted. Well, Casey's probably going to be joining them all soon, too, because they're, finally trying out Minecraft, so that ought to be fun. I don't know, my big take with the Kinky Mall was, I just don't think I was in the mood. Which is an issue for something where you have to be creative. I didn't feel like pressured or rushed, like I thought I could do it, my brain was like, what if you didn't have fun? I was like, no, brain, I want to have fun. And it was like, but what if you didn't? I'm like, stop it, brain, stop it. Man, speaking of my fucking brain, I gotta find a doctor soon. Starting to run low on the SSRIs that my last doctor gave me, and now that I switched insurance, I have to go get a new doctor. But the cool thing is I hate when I have to say shit like COVID was a blessing in some respects, because absolutely not, but my doctors, the doctor with the ACA, like, assigned me assigned a doctor at birth. Oh, Ibuki, what? Assigned a doctor at birth. Just let me finish that idea. They assigned me to a specific doctor, and they do, damn it. They do online checkups. Found doctor. Could you imagine, like, the found doctor trope? Oh, duh. Jesus. What the boys call stupo. Beep. Samus's voice clip right there kinda sounds like, there was a Scorpion King game on the Game Boy Advance, and that's the sound, okay, that you would, make while taking damage in that one, too. What? It is Chopper! That is a found doctor trope! But no, I need to get my meds on track, because I'm starting to run a little, looks like I'm down to, like, 3 weeks of meds. Yarn, you'll be blessed to know that you are surrounded with them at the moment. So what, did it just, like, run away? Where do you hunt mudkips where they can run away? Oh, yeah, that would do it, huh? Saw 3. No! That's my worst fear! Oh, well, I've died. comic's good. I'm so good at video games. Yeah, I miss streaming in general. I already feel like I'm getting back into the groove. I'm gonna let Evie tell me what I'm supposed to do there while I farm up some HP. Okay. Well, if I died right there, it wouldn't have been so bad. I just saved. I mean, that's like the worst part, is that like, there's no guarantee that a shiny hunt will work. Like, I hatched a lot of Budu eggs recently with no luck, and I got a little demoralized, and I just stopped. Oh, a super missile block. There's some form of goodness, but how do I get to it? The world may never know. No, I didn't get that one. Because the room because the room that was in is gray on the right. Oh, damn, man. The entire Safari Week with nothing to show for it? Yeah, see, because... like, I got a lot of shinies, like, this year and last. Safari Week is a thing where, like, you go in, like, the Safari Zone and just shiny hunt for a week. And it's, like, it's meant for, like, charity and stuff. It's, like, a fun thing that, like, shiny hunters do. Haha. That did absolutely nothing. So getting over here really didn't help us out all that much, huh? Where to go from here? I didn't think I could jump that high. And there's Kraid, but I can't get down there yet. And there's Norfair, which is just about tapped out. I don't think... is there anything more I can do in Criteria? Oh, there's gotta be something I'm missing. One last look-see-loo real quick. Pardon me, good sir. Because there's one ammo type I haven't been experimenting with. Missiles! Okay, well. We tried. Now. Oh, God, and it's the beginning of Horus. Gee. At least the Poochyena there can't be shiny, so you don't have to feel like you blew all your luck on seeing, like, a golden dog instead of what you actually wanted. Really? I didn't think I would be able to do that yet. Yeah, I got there and it felt like I needed the high jump or something. Oh well. We can always try it out. It's a bit of a walk, but that's okay.
That's why they call it Metroid Zero Mission, because you have 0 emissions.
I don't know. And overodds and auras too. Yeah, that's one of my biggest concerns with, like, soft reset hunting. It's also why I like the one in, like, the Virtual Console release of Gold, Silver, and Crystal, because since you have to touch the bottom screen for that one, it kind of gives you another little second to think about what you're doing. The soft reset is maybe just a little too much power. Kind of the same thing with save states. I've had issues where I've, like, saved over a... Definitely loaded over a favorable result, and worst, saved over that favorable result. My only fear with the with Brilliant Diamond and Shining Pearl is that they'll be too faithful, and just, like, not really be worth the 60. Yeah, EVC, it's like too high up. But wait. Yeah, no, I can't even grip it. Hello, Valentine. Ah! I was onto something there. Well, my other big thing with the Gen 4 remakes is that, oh, peace out, Ace. Is that my money's going towards SMT5 at this point, so... Well, it's easy to slip into, like, a mindset like that when, like, you're doing, like, 6,000 resets. Stands to reason that you might mess up once or twice. I mean, I just don't know what to do right now. Like, I'm at a point where I thought that's where I had to go, but I guess not. It's really just pushing me to go towards Kraid. So I'm gonna try something down there real quick. Peace out, Ace. Sleep tight. Because I'm watching. I love Metroid as a series. I'm just not very good at it. I like to take a slow, methodical approach to everything. I don't know. I feel like maybe the reason Nocturne was so buggy is because they're putting all their work into 5, please? If that's what it has to take, I'd rather Nocturne suffer it if it meant that 5 is going to be good. Because there are good versions of Nocturne already. So I'll take a shitty version of Nocturne if it meant that 5 got to be good. But comic, the Rido version, and to which I say was translated in 2017, bucko. Fans gotcha. Nah, I'm not gonna... No, I'm gonna play through 5 blind. On my own. Definitely don't want to go through an RPG storyline for the first time if it's on YouTube, if it's not like Fire Emblem. Oh no, I'm probably putting way too much faith into Atlas, but... I had something similarly stupid happen recently. I was like, where's this... Because I wanted to evolve my Dino. And I was like, well, where's my fucking dino? And no matter where I looked, I couldn't find it, and I realized I sent it out on a poke. There we go! That's what I had to do this whole time. I sent it out on a poke job and forgot poke jobs were a thing, so I just thought for some reason that my game glitched and I lost my dino. Oh, there were plenty of games on the DS and 3DS. Those are like the best... Like the 3DS and PS2 are probably like the best systems for SMT. Would highly recommend. Most of the DS ones got remakes on the 3DS, and the only one I think is better on the DS is, Can I wall jump already? I felt like I couldn't do it. Or is it just, like, a lot more precise in this game? Am I going towards... Nah, I'll be fine. The only one I think is better played on the DS instead of the 3DS is Strange Journey, because I feel like the Strange Journey version kinda loses track of what made the original so good. Whereas the remakes of the Devil Survivor games, I think do a pretty good job of, you know, getting out of the way and letting the original stuff flow well. And then adding more stuff for the... And adding its stuff, like, towards the end so you can enjoy it. So the original vision remains intact and strong, but then you can have, like, all the new content. Wall jump is a default ability. Yeah, I feel like I tried it a couple times, and I must just not be good at the, zero mission wall jump. Oh, there it is. I'll be damned. Ow. Yarn just walks into Panera and starts, like, just going ape shit over the soup broth. Okay, well, guess there's nothing I can do in that room. Oh, they've got a lot of soup. The broccoli cheddar is probably the best. They've got a really good baked potato. I used to like their French onion, but they changed the recipe and it's too sweet now. The tomato's fine. It's tomato. Really good black bean. Clam chowder, if that's your thing. AU, where soup broth and humanity live in the same universe. Yeah, if it's your dig, their clam chowder is pretty good. It's like, it's aight. I'm not like a huge clam chowder guy, but I got it a couple times there, because I used to work there, so I had to get it for cheap. And it was good. Good enough to where I ordered it more than just the one, like, test order I would do for things that I wasn't sure if I would like. If I order something twice, it's probably pretty good. I'm not, like, super picky, but something's generally gotta be pretty good for me to order it twice. Yep. I wasn't even looking at the screen when that happened. I was reading chat. Well, they probably got tasty food in space. There's probably, like, who knows, maybe weird touch stars. They probably got great stuff in space that we never even thought of. They got that Gorilla Grip taste. Comic, you can't just say everything is Gorilla Grip. Well, watch me. Okay, alright, well. Eep. You'll be sitting there. Whilst I do this. Yeah, I feel like it's gotta be a thing for them to have good taste. What the fuck am I supposed to do there? Yeah, but that's Dragon Ball Z universe building. I'm sure that Metroid has different one. My garden did pretty well. I didn't bother making another one this year. So, we took the area and we've been using it as like a compost pile. So, ultimately, I guess you could say pretty shitty. But the compost piles were doing great. So, when we do make a garden next time, the soil there is going to be nice and fertile. Okay, so those are my options. Try this again. Maybe go over here, see what I'm missing. Okay, nothing. But yeah, it's also probably just too hot for a garden this year. I don't know if anything I would plant would survive. What was my issue with this room? What was my issue with that room? I just didn't try that. The fact that that's not going means I'm going to assume there's some kind of power system that I'm missing. Yeah, that's not good. Yeah, 'cause I'm pressing every button and it won't go, so that means there's probably something I'm missing. Well, if I wanted to establish something inside, then why do I got a garden? That does sound like a good idea, though. Okay, burning, burning, burning. Burning, burning, still burning. Okay, fuck. Fuck. What? Okay, and we died. Right, let's try that again. Our experiments have cost us dearly, my dear Watson. But on the bright side, we got to see boobies, so, it's hard to say if I really lost or not. Yeah, and you can't freeze these guys, so that's the bigger issue. Our grip wasn't gorilla enough. Eep. If only Harambe was in the Metroid universe. Then we could have gripped our way to victory. Do you know anyone who still, like, unironically says, like, uses Harambe memes? If you say me, I'm gonna cry. But comic, you are. I'm like, no, it's ironic. Don't you understand? Oh, there we go. Ah. Captain Smart Boy, that is me. Going to convert your pee. Into what, you might ask, to which I say syrup. If someone told you that they were going to convert your, never mind. It's a dumb question. I'm going to try this, this new thing where when, a hypothetical I say is going to be dumb, I just stop saying it. I don't unironically use Harambe memes. It works just because we're talking about gorillas and gripping. Someone else mentioned Harambe first. It wasn't me. I'm hip. I'm with it. Did that work? Hey, it worked. Well, it's more like tree blood, isn't it? Hey, there we go. I've got no clue what's popular with the kids nowadays. Yes, sus. Among Us. Drip. I think all of them... Oh, there we go. That makes sense. Thank you! Neat. Now we got another entire light energy tank to work with. Oh. Yeah, Yarn, you're right. Because you have suspiciously good taste, Zira. Get it? Ah! Oh, Jiminy. Oh. You ain't that smart, boy. You are getting faster. Haha! Get drinked upon, fool! I've taken your soup broth and turned it into death! We did it, Reddit. We killed a boss. Look at me, guys. I beat a boss in a video game made for children. That's when I want to like brag about something. Like, yeah, I figured this out on the first attempt. I'm like, yeah, so did kids probably. It's a video game meant for, you know, everyone ages 6 and up. No, I think it's just the Prime games are. Maybe Samus Returns was. I don't remember what that was rated. Hey, listen, even the real Ibuki Miyota had moments in Danganronpa 2 where she wasn't on the up and up. You take your time, champ. You gotta take the time to work through your unfortunate feelings, then you gotta take the time to work. Ah, son of a bitch. I'm not leaving until I get those damn missiles. You know, a good point, Miss Miyota. I'm sorry. Now, Dread will definitely be teen. Samus Returns was E10. Maybe Dread might be E10 then, but I'm definitely seeing teen. Dread has like a level of, no pun intended, darkness to it that feels very teen core. Which, that is a sentence I feel like I shouldn't have admitted for some reason. It's like the Bro We Are Teens Facebook page. Does anyone remember that? The We Are Teens Facebook page? That was a thing when I was a teenager. And that was 10 years ago. Because now saying shit like when I was a teenager being like 10 years ago has some like weight to it. I know I'm only 26, but I'm starting to feel the weight of my age. 26 definitely feels older than 24 ever did, is what I'm saying. I'm in the latter half of the 20s now. I doubt we'll ever get an M-rated Metroid. I think T's the worst we're ever going to... not the worst, but like the highest we're ever going to get to see with Metroid. And AO definitely wouldn't happen. Nintendo just wouldn't let that fly. But because no one wants to have an AO video game. It's like exclusively in the realm of indies. Damn it! Speed booster. My ass. Fuck this speed booster. I'm not good at it. Like, you can do some whack shit with the speed booster. Yeah, Prime 4 ever happens. No, I'm joking. I know they're doing the best that they can with what they have. Actually, I do want to go back up. Now, the one that I'm not worried, because fucking never mind, whatever, who cares. I was gonna say worried, but I don't really care. I am curious to see if Bayonetta 3 ends up getting cancelled. I have no dog in that fight. I don't really care for, Platinum games. I think they're kind of whatever. Bayonetta 3 was announced years and years ago. I think it and Metroid Prime 4 were announced at this, like, at the same time. Meh. Bayo 1 and 2 were... it was 3 years, I think. I think Bayo 1 dropped in 2009, and Bayo 2 was 2012. And Bayo 3 was announced in 2017. And usually, like, I'm fine. If people don't have a game after 3 years, it's whatever. I think it's kind of annoying that people announce games so early, but the fact that they haven't even mentioned it, and, what's his name? Homeboy that blocks everyone, gets really upset when people talk about Bayonetta 3 right now. And I guess that could just be saying, like, it'll be ready when it's ready, but something about this does not feel on the up and up. I feel like 3's got some troubles going on with it. Yep. Thank you. Not even just a conspiracy, it's just like, 'cause I know this wouldn't be the first, this wouldn't be the first project of, Platinum's that got cancelled. Remember Scalebound? Was supposed to be a big Xbox One exclusive for them. And it just got cancelled. Well, I was never worried about SMT5 because that's just what Atlas does, announcing games way before they need to be announced. Like, that's just kind of what they do. Remember they announced SMT Cross Fire Emblem, like, a month into the Wii U's lifespan and they didn't talk about it for years? That was funny. And then it got cancelled and replaced with TMS Sharp FE, or whatever the horse hockey was called. Yeah, when they said, like, oh yeah, Persona 5 coming out, this December for the Sony PlayStation 3, and it's like, yeah, how about that? Yeah, SMT Cross Fire Emblem never happened. It got replaced with whatever the fuck Sharp was. How is a man supposed to reach that? I feel like we're getting closer. Activate Easy Sleep? No. Did anyone ever do that for the Game Boy Advance? Well, you know, theoretically someone had to. We're doing it, Reddit. We're gaming now. I don't know. Now that I could probably safely emulate TMS Encore, I'm kind of... I might end up streaming it. Just to see if it's as bad as it looks. All I know is that... the day that it came out, or the week that it came out in Japan, was also the week that Donkey Kong 64 got on the eShop in Japan. On the Wii U eShop. Japan has apparently never been a big fan of the Rare-based Donkey Kong games, and they never sold too well. Donkey Kong 64 on the Wii U Virtual Console outsold TMS on the Wii U in Japan on its first week. And that's hilarious. Oh, I see. It's fake soup. Thought so. I was ready to swim through it. Sorry, Yarn. The soup's fake. All this scalding hot broth. It's all been for naught. Oh no, that actually worked. Nah, fuck that. Samus drank it all. Yarn, have you ever had fakes? God damn it! Every time I feel like I'm getting somewhere. Ah. We're really doing it, Reddit. Well, shit. We're no longer doing it, Reddit. The gaming has ceased. Haha! We're doing it once more, Reddit. The gaming has resumed. This is truly the 0th mission I've ever been on. Okay. So what the fork am I supposed to do? Alright, so we can't go up there. That one's a missile. So there's just nothing. Okay. We'll have to go on back. There's got to be something else I've missed down here. That can't be all there is. There's a hole in the hallway back to the left before the left door. So what? I was just in the room with the opening. Could it be? Why? It's right here. Duh, it's right there. How foolish can a man be? His context clues are not on the up and up. Thank God I have Eevee. That's kind of my issue with Hollow Knight, is that I think I'm just too dumb for this genre. I'm too dumb to like this genre as much as I do. It's not even that I'm dumb, it's just sometimes I don't realize what I should be looking for. I guess one could say that I'm a himbo. My motor skills have improved, but nothing else has. Alright, well the solution has to be somewhere in here because yeah, there it is. I'll just be going up here. I'll be taking that screw attack. That definitely looks like the screw attack. Because what? It's like the power bomb, gravity suit, and screw attack, isn't it? I'm better than I used to be. It's not the screw attack, damn it. No, that one would be the gravity suit, wouldn't it? No, that was under miscellaneous. Shit. Now, the screw attack is just in this game, isn't it? I don't remember. Look at me trying to act all smart about the one that I've said multiple times that I know next to nothing about because I never play through it. I didn't actually own many of the Metroid games. My take, or what I ended up, Space Jump, that makes more sense. My friend has been a Metroid fan since he got his Super Nintendo when he was like 4. And, I borrowed most of the games from him. The only ones I owned for myself, I got Super Metroid on the Wii Virtual Console. I bought Primes 1 and 3. And those were kind of the games that were... Oh, and I got Metroid Prime Hunters. I bought that one used. I would play the hell out of that one's multiplayer, too. My god. And before I started LPing, what I would do with my spare time when I got home would just be... I would turn on, like, the classic rock channel, or, like, the 90s rock channel, or just the rock channels in general. And then I would sit in my room, or I would sit in the living room and play, Metroid Prime Hunters multiplayer. And that's just what I would do every single time. I have fucked myself. What an awful idea that was. I'm so dumb. Oh, it hurts to be this stupid. Oh, that's such a climb. Ah. No, it's okay. We don't have to climb. We'll just bomb. We'll just bomb. I'm in the US. I should be more accepting of bombs. It's what all we do in our spare time. Do y'all live in states with legal fireworks? Pennsylvania does, and it's always funny to, like, see, like, the stores driving across the way that advertise, like, oh, we've got the best fireworks for miles. Hey, Dr. Bones. All in all, the billboards and whatnot in Pennsylvania are quote-unquote fun. Because a lot of them are like, you have like, oh, best fireworks for miles, or it's legal in Pennsylvania. Or then you get stuff that's like the super Christian, godly, anti-abortion crap. Those ones are my least favorite. Though we started getting those in Maryland too, and I really don't care for it. Ah, see, look at that. I got better. Now I realize what I was supposed to do. And even when I was employed with the local government, every time in the official work vans that we would pass by, like, the anti-abortion side, I would just flip it off. Which I know is, boss people probably didn't enjoy too much that the official, one of the official county government members was constantly flipping off the anti-abortion stuff, but my take on it is fuck off and die. How about that? Yeah, that's the shit, Zion. It's like, abortion's a sin. And then it's just like, now here's the place where you can fucking indulge in all your worldly vices. Like, who gives a fucking hoot and who gives a fucking holler? It's not about sin, it's about control. Oh, that gave me more than I thought I would. Great time! I forget how this fight works. That makes sense. Eek. I love this fight compared to the original, because in the original, he was, like, really small. And in Super Metroid, like, they talked about they wanted to make him big, but they just couldn't get him to fit with, like, the whole, like, the NES's limitations. But he was baby. I'm kind of getting my ass kicked, aren't I? I think we're doing alright. No, I'm gonna fucking die. I'm taking way too many hits. Hey, I did it! We did it, Reddit, I'm smart. Whew. Haha, take that, Kraid. Haha, lol. Oh, damn, I was down to my last missile. Not bad, me. Alright, everybody, let's give it a big clap to Comic. Yay! I would love for them to finally get around to that 3D Kraid. I read an interview with some of the developers recently. They're like, yeah, we made the Omega Pirate because we had to scrap Kraid pretty late into development and we needed something there, so we made the Omega Pirate. And that's cool. Damn it. Yeah, they said like they were having like trouble with getting Kraid just right. Don't you? If you're not using your fingernails as a weapon, what are you doing? Let's look at all the great people in US history that have used their fingernails as a weapon. Johnny Joestar. And that's it. Then again, do you need anything else? You're not better than Johnny Joestar, come on. You're not fucking better than Johnny Joestar. Get the fuck out of my face. Except you, viewer. You're better than Johnny Joestar. You know the one. I'm so full from missile tanks. Yum. If you've been watching the Metopia series, you probably know me and Trev are a little obsessed with that picture right now. Olette, that was the test, and you passed. You're better than Johnny Joestar. Ah! Oh fuck, it's lava. I thought that was quicksand for a second, because my brain is the size of a small nut. Hey, Russ. Oh! Ah, for the love of... Look at me in the U.S. military. Haha. Neat. Now look at all the fun stuff we can do with that speed booster, which specifically... That does not feel as good as Super Metroid's. That's the worst this wall jumping has felt in the series yet. Oh my god. Well. Oh, Fick Mitch. Ah! Owie. Owie. Alright, so the way this should work, I should just be able to jump. Hell yeah! Yeah, I don't know how y'all medical students do it. That shit's too much for me. I had a hard enough time doing my funny little editing assignments in college. Which, you know, I realized that as I've gotten older, every assignment I did in college is literally what I just do at work. Like, every day. All these assignments, I was like, wow, this shit's hard. I'm like, yeah, this is just my daily work day now. Point being, if for some reason I ever had to go back to college, I would get so many A's. And I already got a lot of A's. Space. Aw, sperm. Oh shit, it's the boy! Oh yeah, absolutely. It definitely prepared me for work. It's just fun thinking about how I'm like, wow, this shit's hard. I hope I never have to do it again to... Okay, this is it. This is what a life is. And it's fun. I wouldn't trade my job for the world. Love my job. We're about to do some pretty hella stuff soon. I'm very much looking forward to it. Oh yeah, back in a Norfair, huh? We got the Gorilla Grip and the Speed Booster. We should be able to do a lot. I don't sit down. What if I wanted to go behind you? Hey, Rab. We are winning. I'm smart-ish. Rab, I'm beating this... I've solved a puzzle in a video game meant for 6-year-olds. Are you proud of me? I was actually worried about getting back to streaming. I thought I would feel, like, really awkward. And it's fun seeing that it is, like, riding a bicycle and that it's like, oh, well, alright, back into the groove already, are we? I can still go behind the statue. My god! Yep. I had ice cream earlier, Rab, but I appreciate it. Ah, you're right. There's just nothing here. Oh well. I think this hitbox is not as tight as I thought it would be. These Chozo bitches. Loose, am I right? Sorry. Evie! Tips for beating Lucifer and Overclocked. I got a whole video about it. Tyrants. You want to use... Having a Tyrant drags Lucifer's turn really far back. So, have Kishins and Tyrants on one-person squad. I think Genma's... What was it? Divine and Genma after that. Shut up, Rab. Overclocked is great. Bite my flappy vagina, puss. Hey. We're gonna do this, I know it. 4 energy tanks. That felt like a sequence break. I feel like I wasn't supposed to be able to get it that smoothly. Eevee is pure. Pure evil. I forgot what I was saying. Yeah, I don't remember all the tips off the top of my head, but I do remember having to grind certain tyrants up a lot. Eevee did a little trolling. I'm gonna have to shoot them. Eevee will now die. Yeah, pretty much. For his first 2 forms, he isn't weak or immune or resistant to... Well, he might be resistant, but you can use Deathbound on, like, Atsuro or whatever, and absolutely devour his first 2 forms. You could probably take out his first 2 forms before he even gets 1 turn, using, like, Deathbound. It's after that that it slows down, because then he reflects Fizz. So anyone that's going to use Deathbound, also make sure they have, like, Holy Strike or whatever, so they aren't just completely wasting their time. I finished Lucifer off with Atsuro's Holy Strike. It was nice. It was cool. He's the Lord of Bell. But yeah, the biggest trick is to just let Lucifer have as few turns as possible, because when he gets turns, he makes you regret that. Especially when he starts... Because every time he uses Megiddo Ladine, it picks up in damage, and it's going to get to a point where it's just going to... I don't know if it caps out at 999 or starts hitting quadruple digit, but point being is, once he gets going, you don't live. So... you know. That's what it is. It's kind of like Sans' logic. The best way to win is to make sure your opponent doesn't get to play. Which, tell me that isn't solid life advice. Alright, let me make sure I know where I'm going. Down here. I feel like it's more to the left that something's going to lead me to where I want to go. I mean, your normal Fizz attacks, it's whatever, because when you can use physical attacks, you're better off using Deathbound. And when you can't use Deathbound, you also can't use your physical attacks, so... Epic food, huh? I've had some tasty stuff recently. I don't know about epic. I had some delicious Thai food. That was very good. I'd like to go back and get more, actually. It was damn good. That's my issue with the Thai food. It's always so delicious, and then it's gone. Here we go! Okay. Yeah, I doubt I'm gonna go for 100%, but, at this point, I would like to explore with the Gorilla Grip and some other items. Let's see what I can get around here. I feel like now I should be able to explore more over here, right? I can't do too much because I don't get the gravity suit until, like, the last area, but if it's here... I forgot I needed power bombs. Is this all just stuff that I'm gonna have to wait till the last area for? That's hard cringe. But it's okay, because we can try to figure this out. Because after all, there's only so many places I can go. And I never went to the left of my ship. Oh, somehow managed to dodge almost all those blocks. I don't know, Devil Survivor is probably one of my favorite SRPGs of all time. I also really like this Gaia 3. That's just... cringe doesn't even really have a definition, because one man's cringe is another man's based. Damn. So I feel like I have to go the other way with that, right? Unless I could, like... Yeah, no, that's not it. Nothing we're gonna be able to do there. Unless... No, dark's pretty easy. It's when you can't see. A point to why I'm fucking playing this. Hey! Anyway. Is there more to explore up there? Nah, that looks like it's tapped pretty well out. Yeah, a lot of this one just feels like it's built for endgame area stuff. Dark means I can't see anything. Does that make John Cena dark? Well, if you're his opponent, yes. I mean, yeah, wrestling's fake, but... You know, if John Cena... If John Cena was coming at you with the intent to hurt you, the vast majority of people... And I'm going to assume every single one of you in the chat probably couldn't handle John Cena in a fight. Well, you have fun with that, Dr. Bones. Good luck with wherever you're moving to. Except Rab, just because he'd handle it. Because I know he's going to say it. If he's not saying it, he's thinking it. I know Rab. There we go! I'd probably say Mott. Like, at full power. Just because the ability to non-stop spam Dragon Eye would be pretty great. Weren't we just over there? Did we go in from the left? How did I get up there originally? Well, let's see. Okay, nope, dying to death. Well, yeah, but that would just be kind of the thing, wouldn't it? Just, it's kind of... A drawback-free Dragon Eye is probably the best skill in S&T, because it just boils down to your opponent doesn't get a turn. I could use a heal. Why is that a super missile door? Is that always a super missile door? I'll be going over here, thank you very much. I guess we did take it from the left, huh? Ah. Then again, back to the concept of based foods, or epic foods. I had a really good ice cream the other day. And by the other day, I mean yesterday. Swiss vanilla almond is the tits. I don't know if it's my favorite ice cream, but it is up there. It's not even so much fancy, because I got it in a gas station. It's not fancy. It's just like... fancier vanilla ice cream. With chunks of, well, not even chunks, just small chocolate-covered almonds in it. Or as I called it one time, it was like $3 in the gas station. It is not bougie. As I called it once, because my brain wasn't fired on all cylinders, vanilla bean friend. Yeah, it sounds bougie, but that's the thing. It ain't. Alright, where the fuck am I going? Ah, that'd make sense. Thank you, Evie. Ow. Like, you'd eat vanilla bean friend, right? So now every time Mom wants me to go pick it up, she'll say, hey, while you're there, I'll take, whatever we were gonna get. And he's like, and some vanilla bean friend. Oh. Windows Defender has found nothing wrong with my computer. There we go. Oh, you know, that would be an easy thing to test, right? Thank you, Robin. I love you too! And all my viewers! Get it? That's a funny fucking Xenoblade 2 reference where Rex did the funny. You wouldn't have questioned that it was called something friend? Well, that sounds like a Ben & Jerry's flavor. Ben & Jerry's would make something called Vanilla Bean Friend. Actually, speaking of epic ice cream flavors, Ben & Jerry's has, tried their fish food ice cream, which is like, it's got little chocolate fishes. Yes! High jump. Fucking finally. Little chocolate fishes. It's chocolate ice cream with chocolate chunks and has, like, marshmallow in it. Like, marshmallow fluff. And it is the tits, man. That stuff's great. I'm not even necessarily a huge fan of marshmallow, but, like, that was just so good. What is that at? Does that give us the... Hey! That gives us the Morph Ball jump, too. Well, ice cream should be friendly. I was gonna say ice cream should be your friend, and that level of, capitalism is something that you should never aspire to. Products should never be your friend. They would! Oh my god, Olette, that's genius! I love that. How long is this game? It's a lot longer when I'm playing it. I think you could speedrun it in, like, an hour. I think you get, like, the best reward in the game after, like, a couple hours. Like, I think you have to beat it in under 2.5 hours or something. And then you get the best reward. Did my controller unplug? Controller? The fuck happened to my controller? My PS4 controller better not have just straight up died on me. I don't think I broke the emulator. No, the emulator's not broken, because I just hit enter and that worked. Metroid Zero controller. Alright, hold up. I'm gonna restart the emulator. See if that works. Okay, that didn't work. Now, is it an issue with my PS4 controller in general? That's weird. Oh, fucking... It was I plugged it into the, I plugged it into the wrong one, and because I have two, USB hubs, and I plugged it into the one that I don't usually plug it into, and I turned it off with my foot on accident. Trev, I may have been losing for a short period of time, but at the moment, I'm winning now. Ah. Big, hefty balls. Wait, I wasn't done down there. Trev, you are playing the fucking cringy baby game. Fuck you, Trevor. You should play cool games like Murder Simulator 82. If you are not... What is the point of a game where if you are not shot the boy? You are playing cringe game for the homosexual. What is the point of game if you are not kiss the women? Of course, speaking of being a homosexual, well, no, that has nothing to do with me being a homosexual. Non-binary. Realized that later. If you're not following me on Twitter, now you know. That realization came recently, that, my grasp on... I was gonna say my grasp on my manhood. That's not what I meant to say. My grasp on masculinity was less strong than I thought it was, and I realized that maybe I am also part of women. Fucking... I don't know. I think the complaint is that, like, earlier golf games had more courses, but... I just don't see me paying $60 for golf anyway. Oh no. Poor dog meat. I never played your game, but it's always unfortunate when a dog dies. Dogs shouldn't die. I feel like that's like a feature that maybe God should have thought about not including in dogs. Well, that's also my take, too. Like, I get that, like, some games could benefit from having a drip feed of content, but... could I also just have my $60 game be worth $60 on release? I don't want to wait for content to be fed to me. I'm paying 60 smackery daiquiris. I kinda just want my game. Hello. Wait, how do I go to a morph ball with this speed booster? Is that a thing I unlock, or... or am I just not doing it, right? Alright, you know what? Never mind. That's the worst thing I think could happen. Jesus Christ. Metroid Dread with, like, updates over the year would make me die. Jesus. Could you imagine if they did the fucking... oh, peace out, Trev. If they did the Monster Hunter Rise thing... wait, I'm trying to duck and it's not letting me. It just, like, aims down and then doesn't... alright, hold up, I have an idea. I got it, but... oh, is this just for... nah, I don't want the super... I'll come back for this. I'll let the game direct me to when I should be having super missiles. Let's see. Middle of a speed boost, duck down to store the charge, and when I jump I can activate the shoot and spurk. Ah, fuck it. Let's try it. Only because I've never pulled off a Shine Spark trick like this, I'd kinda like to try a Sequence Break. I care very much, Russ. You'll be dead before the morning. Okay, so do I jump as the ball, or do I just charge into the wall with that? That reminds me I need to play Tsukihime too. I'm playing so much. Damn it. I can do this, I swear. Okay, so, yeah, there's that, but how do I make that into a ball? Ah, okay. That's tight. Alright, let's see how, if I can swing this. Because I'm gonna have to use my keyboard and my mouse here. Yeah, see, because... Alright, hold up. Okay, get rid of you. Now, do you come back? Okay, so you come back. So there's no point in breaking it, then getting in, and then doing that. So it's like... I could go up, but what I have to... Hello? Remember this one. Charge sword, run to the right room and use the shine spark towards the slope. What? Oh! Oh! Oh, okay. That's tight. Jesus. Okay. Damn it! Ah! Alright, I've got this. That is gonna be tight, but we can do this. No! Fuck! I can do it. I know I can. We are so close. We are so close. We've got this. No, fucking... Ah! Why didn't it work? Ah, fucking hell. Alright. What? Hold on, let me practice this. Alright, I just hold X. We can do that. Actually, am I making this harder than it... No. Fucking... I'm getting worse at this, I know it. We can do it. We can do it, Reddit. We're right there. I did it! Now what? Whew. I was told there would be super missiles in here. Drop a state just in drop in case. Whew. I've never pulled something like that off before. I never had the patience for it. Damn, that felt good. Oh. Store the charge again, blast into the other room for a super... Fuck it. We will just get it later. I have done it once. I no longer need to prove myself. I've won. We are all good. And all that took was an entire energy tank. Whew. I'm gonna keep it real with you. My heart's kind of pounding right now. It actually worked. It's nice when a game can make me feel like that again. I do so love that. Oh, speaking of games, I've got some Steam codes because I bought a Humble Bundle for like, it's like the UK Humble Bundle, and I'm like, what the fuck ever. It had a, what was the equivalent of basically $1 off a month of RuneScape membership, and I could donate to charity. So I'm like, hell yeah! So I bought that. But now I have a bunch of other Steam codes that I don't know what I would actually do with. So if any of you want some Steam games or some British games that no one has ever heard of, HMU. What kind of games? They're all like small, like story, humor, Brit. Let me pull up the exact names of them. Her Majesty's Spiffing, Lumino City, The Ship Murder Party, and Master Reboot. I never heard of them, neither have I. Give me a funny direction. That doesn't do me much good. Luminosity. You're right, that is the joke. Fucking British people. British quote-unquote humor. Yeah, when are we gonna watch Reboot in the Anime Night channels? Or the, server Anime Night? Hey, what's this? Well, fuck you too. Stop eating me. I'm not tasty, I'm not delicious. Yeah, happy birthday, James. Oh, that's what I'm supposed to do. Fuck my sweet breakfast encrusted ass. What about a reboot of the Chwewi anime, huh, Ribbert? Rib, have you, tried the, Neo Chwewi demo? The Chwewi anime is very boring. It entirely misses what makes Chwewi a good game. I mean, that's the best thing I could give it. It's just fucking boring. Like, if you're gonna make an adaptation of a VN, you have to make it more interesting than just talking. Here, Reb, maybe this will help. No, I'm joking. It's probably not gonna. But it gave me a weirdly tight Rido vibe. Like, yeah, but if I want to see the just talking, then I'll read the VN. Why would I take a shittier adaptation? Like, if you have the like the... You literally just had to wait in that room, go back. God. Thank you. Oh, yeah, they do eat it, don't they? I should have noticed that something was happening there. Thank you very much, Evie. Yeah, I'm trying to think of the last, like, great game adaptation. And I don't know what it is. Hey, the Varia suit! Like, I had fun with the Mortal Kombat movie, but I had fun with it despite the fact it was Mortal Kombat. Though, I don't know, maybe it's like... See, now we can swim in lava, because that's what you can do with the barrier suit. Like, I wouldn't... I don't know. It's like, my take is... Yeah, the Mortal Kombat movie was fun. It wasn't good. Danganronpa 1 did have an anime. It was really bad. I never have this. Boy, it feels good to have this many energy tanks this early on. Then again, we're not really early. I think this is like probably like halfway through the game at this point. Thank you very much, Evie. I absolutely would have missed that. How do I free these little bastards from their imprisonment? The anime is also the only way the friend that I keep mentioning has experienced Danganronpa 1. But I also know that he would despise VNs, so... I guess if he had to experience Danganronpa at all, I'm glad at least he had fun with the way he chose to experience it. Is, I guess, the best take. It's kind of like realizing that... The Bible has gotten adaptations of the animated variety. That's kind of the thing. The anime adaptations aren't meant for fans. Because they're awful. Fans hate them. Any fan will despise an adaptation. They're not meant for you, is what I'm realizing. Because everyone I know who liked adaptations of video games and VNs are people that don't like JRPGs or VNs. Yeah, non-fans love them. A lot of the people I know who experienced Danganronpa did so through the anime and assume it's a one-off, and they liked it. One of my exes, her only experience with Persona 4 was the anime, and she thought it was a good time. That's the same buddy, by the way. The Heaven's Feel buddy. I have, like, one buddy, IRL. And I don't know if he ever saw Heaven's 3. I know we had the chance to see it in theaters, but it was still pretty COVID-y around here by the time it dropped, so we didn't see it. Well, no, it's all just advertisements. Alright, so we're going back down into Norfair. Because now we can handle those lava rooms. He saw the Broly movie in theaters, and went on just a big fucking adventure to do so. And he said it was amazing in theaters. Oh, but that's the other thing. He's never read any of the Fate VNs. He's experienced all of his Fate stuff through the anime, and he loves it. He's a super fan. He adores Fate. He loved Heaven's Feel. He was raptured the entire time. When we watched the first one, Presage Butterfly or whatever. I'm not sure if another super movie is going to be as good as Broly, because I feel like part of what made Broly so good is the fact that it just feels like it came the fuck out of nowhere. And laid it on so heavy with the Dragon Ball fan service. Like, come on, like, you get an entire thing of Frieza's first experience with the Saiyan race in general, young Raditz. You got everything out of that movie. Like, Broly was the Dragon Ball movie for Dragon Ball fans. That shit was so good. That was everything I wanted. And I don't know if another one's gonna be able to do, like, what Broly did for me. Actually, no. I know exactly what a new DBZ movie could do to make it, like, on par with Broly for me. And that would be to somehow bring GT into the super canon. I think that's literally the last thing that can do what Broly did for me. Either bring GT into the super canon, or just, like, something involving another old movie villain. If Super's, is Oob and Super? I got no fucking clue. But Oob was an end of Z, so, you know, you can stretch that and say it's still a Z thing. Like, if they did something like, if all the Super movies going forward were just... Ow, 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 that's still hot lava. Just bringing, old movie villains back, I would honestly be super thrilled with that. Like, if this next Super movie was literally just a shot-for-shot remake of Bojack Unbound. Why the fuck is the screen tearing like this? I'm gonna throw up. If the next Super movie is a shot-for-shot remake of Bojack Unbound, I'd be into it. I don't know why that room was screen tearing as hard as it was. Did not care for that. It's so toasty, but I don't care. Actually, speaking of Bojack Unbound, that's the... I was gonna say it's the only Dragon Ball movie I haven't saw, but I also haven't seen Broly's Second Coming or Bio Broly. Though from what I understand, that's probably for the best. Oh wait, no, I've never seen Fusion Reborn all the way through. A lot of that I just experienced through Boost Fury. But Bojack Unbound never got into Boost Fury, so... And I saw, like, there was, like, an interview with, like, the Boost Fury, one of the developers. They're like, yeah, we wanted to put in Bojack, but we ran out of time. And I think that would have been super cool. Because now Bojack is just probably going to be in that zone of, like, I never really experience it, because my first experience with a lot of the Dragon Ball movies were, Team 4-Star. Say what you will about them, I still think a lot of their movie adaptations are good. But, you know, they're not doing Bojack Unbound, so... Yikes. Okay, glad that's a thing that can happen. Which I get why they're not doing that, it's just... yeah, I don't know, just... Because I don't want to be, like, the asshole that's just like, I followed you for this, why isn't you doing this? Because I've gotten that before, it's not a fun feeling, but... I don't think a lot of their, I think... they're stronger at adapting other people's stuff. Their own, like, natural writing isn't as funny. Like, the Dragon shorts, I watched, like, 2, and I was like, I don't want to watch these anymore. Like, I'm really happy that, like, you've got something that works, but... don't make me watch that, please. Okay, and then I should just have to jump. I gave some thought to doing, like, a Wild Woody speedrun stream again. Then I realized that I love myself too much for that. Damn it. Oh, please don't reload all those blocks. Of course! Jiminy. Reloads everything. Rab, if we can agree on another bet where you can pull off the kind of odds you pulled off that on the first Rab Wins month, I will absolutely... Yeah, Wildwood is... I streamed it. It's a stream series of mine you can watch. Well, series. It was 2 streams. There we go. I'm surprised someone hasn't tried to, like, do, like, a fan Wild Woody, too. I feel like after the Oni plays thing, someone would have tried. Nah, you need to do something else for a Wild Woody speedrun. Because that means I have to learn a lot more about that game than I want. Rab, what would you do for another Rab Wins month? Hey, we're not doing so bad. How long have we been at this? YouTube's not showing the time. I started at 7. It's been 2 hours and 40 minutes. We'll go for like another 20 minutes or so. Yeah, but Fossil Fighters is already on the list. I have it downloaded and everything. I just haven't gotten to it. I don't know if you've noticed. I've had some trouble bringing myself to stream lately. Okay, going to assume that's nothing that I need to progress, and I will cease what I'm doing. Where else can I go from here? That's kind of it, isn't it? There's that room there, but what did I do there? There's something in that room I can go down. I can sense it. Let's see if that's an item. Alright, so I know I've probably asked this like 1,000 times. What is the gameplay of... Pretty sure that's fake lava under me. Ah. They wouldn't try to get me with that trick again, would they? Those bastards. I had a whole strategy. Oh, of course, that one's real lava. What is the gameplay for Fossil Fighters? Is it like Pokemon or what? Or like Dragon Warrior monsters? What do I do with the dinosaurs? Do I make them fight? hell are these things? Dig up rocks, you clean them. So it's archaeology Pokemon. That sounds pretty based, actually. I can see why you kids are all about this shit. Okay, so the positioning part kind of reminds me of Dragon Warrior Monsters. Oh, it's the fucking spood, bister. The sponge brinkler. Ah, here we are. Well, that's lava. I don't know if I want to be in there. Yeah, I'm not going to try any more of the fancy speedrunning tactics for tonight. I just need to know how to get through now. There we are. Ah, lava. Ouch. There we are. Again, more lava. Well, let's see what's the worst that could happen. Oh, it's fake. How'd do it? I'm gonna find the person at Nintendo who thought fake lava was a great idea and shake their hand. Hey! Oh, that would explain it. The wave beam would make that easier. This beam, which is made up. Bitchin'. Okay, Casey, this is Metroid Zongle Mungle. Ah, this beam is the best! This is Mathtroid, zero interest. But yeah, I'll give Fossil Fighters a shot. That sounds fun. It's Champions, right? That's the one I downloaded. I downloaded Champions. It better be the right one. It better be the right one, because otherwise that'll have been 2 whole minutes I wasted on Vim. Coming on through, boys. Owie. Oh, fuck. Oh, Jesus. Oh, Christ. Oh, Jiminy. Back with you. Eek, 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 eek. But this one doesn't want to play Tickle Tummies. Unless... You think I'd need the plasma beam for that one, wouldn't I? Well, it appears to just be for an item, so... Oh, you're right! Morph ball bombs, duh. Evie, you're so smart. Alright, where are you, Mr. Item? Haha, there you are. Damn, that's all 6 energy tanks, huh? That early? I feel like part of that one was a little bit of a sequence break, but... Hey, whatever its sequence takes. I don't think I got all 6 energy tanks the first time I played the game, which is probably why Mother Brain kicked my ass so hard. I remember Mother Brain just demolishing me. I think that was part of it. Just, like, I didn't do too much exploring, so I didn't have, like, a ton of stuff available. And then, like, as a result, Mother Brain was kicking my ass, and I just wasn't having fun. It's almost like if I engage with a game's systems, I have fun with it. How about that? Who'd have thought? You're dead now. That's my attack. Yeah. Look at his funny boy. And Groston. Ridley. Riddles. He's here. Casey, if you're still here, it's your favorite boy. I thought that... that says Norfair, and for some reason on the minimap, I thought it said Korean. I was like, excuse me? Ridley has become Korean. Who's your favorite Korean Nintendo character, and why is it Ridley? You see, because I'm gonna go back and I'm gonna show you why I thought it said Korean, and it's not gonna look anything like that, and then I'm gonna look like a big silly boy. Well, that's all I can do in Norfair. Guess I'll go home now. Or rather, this isn't Norfair, it's Ridley's, laboratorium. Watch this. Nailed it. Oh well. Nothing I can do there. That would be lovely, Casey. I would absolutely love to. It'd probably be in a little bit, because I'm starting to get a little overheated, and my brain has officially hit the point where I think I've exhausted it. After all, I'm so smart and handsome. I meant to do that. Give me the items. Daddy needs missiles. Yeah, Himbo comic is, as we've established, just the base form of comic. Leave Ridley right after entering. Of course. I should do that first before I forget. No, Ridley's only been the final boss in one game. You see, that totally said Korean! Aw, Casey, that means all my forms are hot. Look, that says Korean, right there. In the upper right. That says Korean. You totally see that, right? I'm gonna do it one more time. Right there, Korean. You look at that. What the fuck are you guys talking? How do you not see that? Alright, hold up. Hold the fucking phone. I'm gonna have to open up paint.net here. The word Korean does not make me racist. Okay. So, that kind of does look like it says Morphan, doesn't it? Give me just a second. Alright, so, it's up. Now. That kind of looked like a K. O, R. That looked like an E. That's an A, and that's an N. From a distance, that kind of looks like it says Moreau. Like, you could totally see how someone could say that that's Korean. Like, watch. Okay, that's not what I meant to do at all. Come on, that's Korean! Look, it could be like a K because imagine, like... Right? That says Korean. Because it's like the... Hold up. There, like, that's a K. Like, and a weird, like, a weird written K. See? Then you just... I'm not gaslighting. That says Korean. Anyway, I'm right and you're all wrong. Metroid takes place in Korea. No! You're blind! How do you not see it? I says Korean because Korean is what it says. Ah, would you look at this? Daddy found a hole. In Korea! It is not racist to say himbo. Wait, shit. To say... Never mind. I'm done. Nope. Ugh. Oh, fuck. Oh, Jiminy Folk, Miss a Boog. Eek, 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 eek. I think y'all are gonna have to cancel your fucking eyesight appointments because they ain't fucking working. Heh. Get fucked upon, Boog. You see, Epic agrees with me. That's a fast-ass bug. But Epic... Epic, you said you had glasses. Therefore, you must agree with me. We are going to wait here for this bug. Damn it. Try it again, jackass. Sorry, yeah, I forgot Epic, my bad. See, they agree with me. This is just what it's like to live in Maryland during the summer. Haha, your butt fell off. Loser. And now we've got super missiles. I did it, Reddit. No, the mosquitoes are just that big in Maryland. Dude, holy shit, we were on a shoot recently and the mosquitoes were that bad. Or not the mosquitoes, the cicadas. There were so many. Like, they were flying all over us, flying all over the equipment. I had to keep pulling them out of my shirt. Like, they would fly on me, they would just walk all over us and our stuff. They were all in the house we were trying to shoot, so we had to keep, like... We had to get them all out and then, like, close the door and, like, alright, we can never go back in, because we'll just get cicadas back in here. It was the worst. Alright. I wish it was like Yokai Watch, because then they'd say, Kaden, right before flying into me, and it would be funny, and then they would use their Sultimate, and I would fucking die. Anyway. Not intentionally. Well, the cicadas aren't bad around here. It was where we were shooting that they were bad. They either just aren't around here or haven't made their way down. Like, one cicada crawled on my pants as I was setting up a shot. And I was like, well, shit, it's just on my pants. What am I going to do? And it started walking up my pants, and I'm talking to him. I'm like, hey, little buddy, how you doing? And it's just like... just walking up at me with those big red eyes of theirs. I'm like, alright. And then it starts crawling towards my shirt, and I'm like, buddy, you either have to walk on top, or I have to, like, get you off my shirt. And it starts, like, trying to crawl under my shirt, and I'm like, I'm sorry, buddy. So I, like, I flicked it with my finger. And it was like, and then, like, hit the ground and died. I'm like, oh my god! Like, dramatic little bastard. Yeah, I know I got a micro penis, Cyan, it's whatever. Like, we opened our car window because, A, we didn't know it was going to be that cicada-ridden, and we just wanted to keep the circulation going because it was fucking miserably hot and humid that day. And we come back in. We pulled 5 live cicada... Like, at the end of this... It was like a 4-hour... Actually, I can tell you exactly how long the shoot was. I have it written down. It was a 5-hour shoot. And in that 5 hours, with one window slightly cracked, we pulled 5 live cicadas and 5 dead cicadas out of Boss Man's car. Like, what the fuck? And it was just, it was so loud in general. Like, these fucking not skaters. These fucking cicadas are just like constantly. It's just a droning. I'm like, my god, I do not remember Cicada Fuckfest 2004 very well, except one cicada scared me in a half-price bookstore once because I was reading a book and it was like right next to me and scared me. But Cicada Fuckfest 21 was an event, let me tell you. Jiminy. Anyway, I am going to call it a stream. It has been a little over 3 hours, and I feel like it was a great getting back on track. So, thank you so very much for joining me. Next time, we'll probably manage to beat the game. We're already at Ridley, so that means Mother Brain's right there. So, we ought to be good. Alright, I will see you in a little bit. I don't know when I'm going to do the next stream of this. Might be sometime this week. I'm going to see if I can stream a bit more just to kind of get me back in the groove. I got a lot of Metroid to play. We're going to be going through this one, Samus Returns, Super, and Fusion at the very least. So, we'll see what we can do. Anyways, tykes, see y'all later, and have a good Sunday night.